Abbreviations, smart learning. E&OE, errors and omissions. You will see E&OE written below any invoice or any billing. Errors and omissions exempted means it is possible that there is an error in the invoice and a revision will be given. ECG, an important word, electrocardiogram. Electrocardiogram is a method by which we measure the status or the present situation of the heart. When you take an ECG, it will tell you, the ECG report will tell you how the heart is functioning. EG is exemplary gratia. Example. Exemplary gratia is we are giving you something as a sample. That is example. EG. EMI is equated monthly installments. When you take a loan for 12 real and then you are to repay it over a period of 12 months, then every month the portion that comes is called equated monthly installments. ETC is etc. Etc. means similar to this, like this, so many, and so on is etc. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation and a type of police in US. FIFA, Federation of International Football Association. Every country has a football association. All the associations together at the international level is what we call as FIFA. FIFA is the association that conducts the World Football Meet. FAR is the first information report that you normally submit in a police station when something goes wrong. FM is a type of radio frequency modulation. FM is frequency modulation. FYI means for your information. For your information. GMT is Greenwich Mean Time. Today all the time is measured on GMT basis. Greenwich Mean Time is like we have equator that divides the earth into northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Just we have an axis and imaginary line that runs through the center of the earth. We have lines that are connecting North Pole and South Pole on the surface of the earth. There is a line that passes through Greenwich. So on that line, when sun is there, then that time is considered as 0. So before that is plus Greenwich time, after that is minus Greenwich time. That is how we measure the time. So for example, if you take India, India is 5.5 hours before Greenwich time. And then if you look at Middle East, Dubai or Kuwait or Riyadh, it will be, for example, say 3 hours before the Greenwich time. So London will be at the Greenwich Mean Time. This is how the time is measured. GOVT is used for government, GPO is used for General Post Office. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. We have seen AIDS as a disease. This disease is caused by a virus called HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. This means humans don't have immunity. Humans have a deficiency for immunity for this virus. HQ at headquarters is normally used in Army, IA is Indian Airlines, AI was Air India, now we have only Air India. IAF is Indian Air Force, one of the 3 arms of the Indian Defence Services, Indian Army, Indian Air Force and Indian Navy. IAS is the Indian Administrative Service. These are the officers who run the government for the state and the center. IAS is the Indian Administrative Service and officers of the IAS are the one who run the government. IBM, International Business Machine, the most famous computer company, IBM, International Business Machine. ICU, Intensive Care Unit. When you are in hospital, when you are seriously sick, they keep you in intensive care unit so that the doctors and nurses will be available to take care of you round the clock. IE means EDEST. EDEST means that is, similar to. IE is EDEST, that is, similar to. IGNOU is the most popular open university in India, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Indira Gandhi National Open University. IIT is Indian Institute of Technology. We had only 5-6 IITs and they were the premier institutes for engineering and technology in India, Indian Institute of Technology. INA is the Indian National Army. This is the army that was founded by Subhash Chandra Bose to fight against the British and win freedom for India from the foreign rule. Interpol is the association of all the police of all the country. International Criminal Police Commission, Interpol, International Criminal Police Commission. IPS, like Indian Administrative Service, IPS, we have 2 IPS. One is Indian Police Service and another is Indian Postal Service. IQ is intelligence quotient. Intelligence quotient is a measure of how intelligent you are. Einstein is said to have had the highest IQ quotient when an intelligence was tested. ISBN is International Standard Book Number. This is a unique number given to every book that is published. ISBN is International Standard Unique Book Number. ISD is International Subscriber Dialing. ISI is Indian Standards Institute or Inter-Services Agency, Intelligence Agency of Pakistan. ISI is Inter-Services Intelligence Agency of Pakistan. IST is Indian Standard Time. Just like we have a Greenwich Mean Time based on the line that runs from North Pole to South Pole via Greenwich, and sun comes there at over head on 12 noon is 0 hours. We have an IST. IST is Indian Standard Time. So the sun rises on Bengal, Calcutta on a particular day, on Allahabad, India on a different time, and when the sun rises in Bombay on the west, it's a different time. So Arunachal Pradesh in the east to Gujarat in the west will have different times of sunrises. But India cannot have different time. India as one country should have one time uniformly. So we have something called Indian Standard Time. The Indian Standard Time, the line passes through somewhere near Allahabad, the center of India. ISRO is Indian Space Research Organization, the organization that sends satellites for India to the space. Indian Space Research Organization. The astronauts and the cosmonauts and all are part of the ISRO. ITI, Industrial Training Institute, is one. Indian Telecom Industries is another. ITO is Income Tax Officer. But most importantly, it is an international trade organization. It is an international trade organization that decides on whether tariffs by one country is right or wrong, whether some country is giving additional subsidies to the people or not, etc. LBW is a cricket abbreviation, leg before wicket. LCD is liquid crystal display. From a TV or a touch phone or a display perspective, it is called LCD. All our screens today is liquid crystal display. But in mathematics, it is called least common denominator. In mathematics, LCD is least common denominator. What is the opposite? HCF, highest common factor, HCF. LIC is Life Insurance Corporation of India, the monopoly company, the government company that covers the insurance for the large masses of the Indian population. LLB is Bachelor of Laws. LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. Normally in India, you use LPG gas for cooking, liquefied petroleum gas. LTD is Limited. LTT is Liberation Tigers of Tamil Nadu. MA, Master of Arts. We have seen BA is Bachelor of Arts. MBA is Master of Business Administration. MBA, Master of Business Administration. MBBS, Master of Medicine and Master of Surgery. We have a postgraduate qualification. For degree level, graduate level, undergraduate qualification, we have MBBS. This is the doctor. What is a doctor called? Bachelor of Surgery and Bachelor of Medicine. Bachelor of Surgery and Bachelor of Medicine. MLA is a member of the Legislative Assembly. He is elected by the people of the state constituency to rule the state. MLA is a member of the Legislative Assembly, the legislature of the state. MNC is multinational corporation. MNC is multinational corporation, a company, corporate, capitalistic company that has presence in more than one country. Money order is the money sent through post office. Nowadays it is not popular. MP is a member of parliament. MLA is a member of legislative assembly for the state. MP is a member of parliament for the center, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. MRS, Mr., MRS, Mrs., MSc is Master of Science like BSc. MTNL like BSNL, it is a Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited. NASA, just like our ISRO, NASA is the US National Aeronautics Space Administration. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NB is nota bene. Nota bene is note well, not before. NB, nota bene, not before. What happens is you write a paragraph and then you write NB and write one line. Which means, though you have read this paragraph, this line is more important to be considered when you consider the content of the paragraph. NBT, like CBT, is a National Book Trust. NCC, National Cadet Corps, a part of school life where you learn how an army life is. NCRT, National Council for Educational Research and Training. We have NCRT, we have SCRT, Council for Educational Research and Training. They decide the curriculum for the schools or the various boards. NDA, National Defense Academy, where the officers of the defense forces, Army, Navy and Air Force are trained. NFDC, National Film Development Corporation, National Film Development Corporation. NIIT, National Institute of Information Technology. NRI, Non-Resident Indian. NRI is Non-Resident Indian. Let us take a break. We shall come back shortly with the next.